Hi, Sagittarius. My name is Marlissa. This is That Word from Mars Tarot. And today I'm here to take care of your September predictions. It has been a minute, so thank you for your patience. Saggy, what's going on? But before I get into that, please like the video, subscribe, all right? Share, okay? And also let me know how this resonates in the comments down below. So, the signs that I'm seeing here, Sagittarius, are fire signs. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, you may be connected to another fire sign. You could also be connected to Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and or Gemini. So fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and or Gemini. All right. This reading, did I pull all the cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Actually, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I did. Okay. So, Sagittarius. Okay. The good thing is, well, what I will say the good thing is at least you and this person, maybe you guys were in your highest form. Okay. Because there's the King of Wands here and the Queen of Pentacles. However, regardless of this person being, it may be in their highest self or you being in your highest form, Sag. Oh, excuse me. Some There's gonna be some sort of painful heartbreak. There's gonna be something that it looks like you're gonna have to make the choice whether you're going to walk away from it or not. I do see pain here though, regardless. So I feel like you're in pain right now. And also this person could be leaving you because I do see a card here that signifies feeling like left out in the cold, and or Sagittarius, some of you could be experiencing some sort of financial hardship this month. All right. But the overall energy of the spread is the King of Wands. All right. This is somebody who is a leader, is an entrepreneur. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Like, he really has himself, together. So, maybe you're well, of course, you're a Sagittarius, but you could have Leo or Aries of placements, or you could be connected to a King of Wands type of energy. Okay. Uh, but I also, when I think of the King of Wands, I think of somebody who's very courageous. So I could see you choosing to walk away, even though that's the hard thing to do. All right. The King of Wands is placed right on top of the Queen of Pentacles, so maybe you are leaving a Queen of Pentacles. All right. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placement. This is somebody who is nurturing, but somebody who is very abundant. Like, financially, they really have themselves together. They're sitting pretty. All right. And you have two cards here that are showing, decision making. You have the Lovers here, which she has like that bow and arrow, because even though this is for sign of Gemini, it also reminds me in this deck specifically of Sagittarius as well, because of the bow and arrow on her. So some of you may, you clearly, because you see this Two of Pentacles, this is juggling. This is, struggling with decision making. This is struggling with responsibility. So some of you could be struggling with some of your responsibilities this month, especially if you are going through something with a soulmate, because the Lovers is a soulmate card. All right. But it also, and this is like about, duality, just like a very big love. However, it's about making a decision. All right. The Lovers can also be about making a decision. So you do have a big decision to make. And I feel like the decision is, are you going to stay or are you going to go? All right. This Eight of Cups is walking towards the sun, leaving somebody or something or habits behind that they used to really love, that they used to be passionate about. But there's Eight of Cups. So all the other 7 cups have already sunk underneath water. And there's just this one little cup left of fire. All right. And so I do feel like, Sagittarius, that you are going to choose to walk away. I do feel like that, because there's decisions here. You're in your highest power, and it doesn't mean that it's not painful. This is going to be a significant heartbreak for you. However, you're going towards the sun. So I need you to remember that even though it may not seem like it right now, there will be a greater love. There will be a greater opportunity. There will be more, abundance. There will be healing. It just feels very fucking terrible right now. All right. So, and you may end up feeling left out in the cold, or that's how somebody can feel like you. How somebody can feel like you. That could be how someone feels about you. But remember that you're choosing change. So in order for a rebirth to happen, death has to take place first. Okay? So it's not going to feel good, Sag, but it is going to be for your highest good. Now, what I will say about this walking away piece, Sagittarius, is that you don't want to be rash. All right? You want to be very mindful about how you leave a situation, okay? If you're more so like more impulsive, or when it comes to your emotions, you can be like, fuck it, and you end up acting in an irrational way because your emotions are leading you. I believe you may fail the test that God is trying to see whether you pass or not. All right. So we have think before you act. Think before you act. All right, I think this just came out for Scorpio. So if you have a Scorpio placement or you're connected to one, you may want to watch that. At least I think it was that one. But we have think before you act here. Crying or release. Libra had the crying or release card, I believe. So you could be connected to a Libra or have one of those placements. But make sure with all of this heavy walking away emotion and these heavy decisions and feeling left out and all of that, you want to make sure that you're crying and you're letting it out this month. Okay? And then we have test or lesson. So there is some sort of test or lesson here. And I want you to be mindful at the bottom of the deck it says change. So again, whatever decision you're going to make, Sagittarius, it is going to be life-changing. All right? And that's okay. What you are wanting to, you're being called to surrender to this month is your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. So this is called clairsentience. When you can't make sense maybe logically of something that you're feeling, or even if you can, but you just get a gut feeling out the middle of nowhere, whatever, that is clairsentience. That is a gift. All right. What you do want to pay attention to your gifts, things that are gifted to you this month, or things that you have. I'll read those two cards in a moment. But you are supposed to surrender to your intuition this month. Okay. So tune into your inner voice, and you want to be grounded too this month with these decisions that you're having to make and like all of this heavy emotion. You do want to be as grounded as possible. Okay. I have 2 awakened soul cards here, and I do want to read them both fully to you, Sagittarius. So let's get into that. Because this is a newer deck, I'm legit going to read from the book. But I thought that it was so interesting that both of these cards came out and they're back to back in the deck. And these cards are already shuffled. All right. So I'm going to read gift to you first, and then I'm going to read gratitude. All right. This is gift. Symbol, the mermaid's crown. Keywords, treasure, blessing, abundance, receiving, accepting. Our awakened souls are seen in an exchange in a magical moment. The little girl is having her dream come true of meeting a real mermaid. She will carry the gift of magic, belief in the wondrous, and the knowledge that dreams do come true with her for the rest of her life. It will aid her in times of struggle and momentary doubt to keep going. Okay? Remember that. The mermaid is in a vulnerable place. The mermaid is in a vulnerable place, letting herself be seen and connected with on the beach. Instant kinship is formed. She gives the little girl her sea priestess crown, her most treasured possession. While it is a gift of extraordinary value, she knows that in giving to another, she is also receiving. This gift allows for a deep personal impact on the little girl, who will champion the preservation of the oceans and the mermaid's home. It will also keep her connected to her inner child every time she adorns it. The awakened meaning of this card. Did you know that you are the most valuable gift on the planet? The gift card has arrived in your reading today to remind you of this message. The biggest gift you can give others in the world is to be who you really are, sharing your gifts, love, passions, and creations with the world without filters or dimming your shine. So Sagittarius, even though you're going to experience something very painful in walking away, You may have some other gifts that you'll be able to finally step into because you're doing that and sharing that with others. Okay. This card also represents a time of blessings coming your way and being received. Align yourself with this energy by staying open and grateful for the blessings in your life, being ever ready to accept more. There is an art to receiving humbly and with graciousness. Often people find it easier to give than receive. This may be a sacred challenge to you to accept more positive things in your life and about yourself. Now, this is speaking to me because I'm a Sagittarius. There Don't let anyone take your gift of belief in magic, belief in your dreams, your spirituality, your work in the world, and most importantly, yourself. Keep the gift you were born with, an open heart. The shadow meaning of this card: blocking abundance, ignoring your gifts and the gifts around you, self-doubt. Affirmation: I am open to the gifts all around me. Personal reflections: how can you embrace your gifts more? All right. How can you embrace your gifts more? So that's the gift card, reminding you that you have gifts and that it's also okay to receive gifts in whatever way that they come. All right. Keep in mind with this King of Wands here in the Leo and the Lion being in the background. All right. Fire signs are always having to be mindful. Fire signs and I feel like air signs especially have to be mindful of our egos. Okay. So please don't allow your ego to get in the way of like accepting the help or the gift that you may need during this time frame. Okay. Gratitude. Symbol: heart chakra symbol. So heart chakra is usually green. Okay, so some of you may want to eat more green fruits, vegetables, wear green, all of that. Okay. Keywords: recognition, respect, appreciation, thankfulness. Awakened soul story. Our awakened soul has an open heart. She is sitting in appreciation. Her aura of gratitude flows out of her into every person, living thing, and situation she encounters. She has opened her heart to the divine and accepted all of the blessings in her life. The rainbow of energy is light reflecting all around her. In this space she is peacefully joyful, calm, but excited all at the same time. She knows that by aligning her vibration to gratitude, she can navigate her life's journey in a more aware and abundant way. Ooh, excuse me. Awakened meaning. This card is a reminder to appreciate everything that you have in life, from the large and obvious blessings to the smallest manifestations of abundance. It is a call to bring your energy into focus on what you have and not what society or others are telling you that you need, especially during this heartbreak time frame, all right? Gratitude is being open to the good things happening in your life. It's not denying that life sometimes gets tough, which Sagittarius, clearly you're going to experience that this month, but remaining in a place of appreciation for the good throughout these times. Being thankful for the challenges and opportunities to learn and grow is not always easy, but it is possible and beneficial. The law of gratitude is centered around the manifestation of the idea that the more you are grateful for you in your life, the more you show gratitude, the more you will have to be grateful for. Even if it is only a few small things to begin with, energy grows where you spend your attention. Daily devotions of being grateful for each day, each meal, each loving person you come into contact with, and honoring all life as being a mirror and essentially love are acts of gratitude. The shadow meaning of this card: thankless work, underappreciating what you have, only seeing what you lack, searching outward. Affirmation: I have a grateful heart. Personal reflections: in this moment, what am I grateful for? All right. So turn inward, Sagittarius. Okay, turn inward and be grateful. Even through your hard times and hard days, there's still something to, be grateful for sure. And also, instead of maybe focusing so much on what you lack, whether that's, romantic relationship or a romantic relationship going sour, or not so great relationships, with parents, or shitty job, or, you're not in the living situation you want to be in. Whatever those things are, it's like, okay, focus on what is working, or something, focus on maybe what has improved, because a lot of times we don't realize we're living in our past manifestations. So make sure you're providing God, Source, Spirit, Universe with gratitude for what you have. All right. The last card here, the mindful message that I have for you is release. Today I release limiting beliefs, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns, and anything out of alignment. I am ready for transformation and welcome this shift. I am creating space for a new chapter filled with love, abundance, and amazing opportunities. So even though you're going to be letting go of something or someone, Sagittarius, you have so much more coming towards you. You just don't even know it. And I know that may not be what you want to focus on at all, but it's like that's the reality of the situation, that like when we release that, we're going to receive so much more. Okay. So what I will say is, based on all these cards here, don't be afraid to walk away. It's just creating space for what's meant for you. Okay, Saggies? I love y'all. See you next time.